Hi crafters, this is Crafty Savvy and I'm here today to share a bit of a random video. Today I'm going to show you some of the small things that I've been working on and maybe show you a couple of things that I found at the thrift store lately. So since I've been back from my trip, I sort of lost my mojo just a little, and so what I decided to do was to jump back into it and start small. And so I took myself very literally, not figuratively this time, but literally, and I made the most itty bitty little journals. I don't know why. I had a lot of scraps hanging around and I wanted to do something small with them, and this is what I came up with. So this is probably like nothing new at all, but I don't even know what I would do with these. I thought they would be cute just to, give away or pack in some happy mail or something like that. But I thought I would share them with you anyway. It's, like I said, nothing new. But these little journals are the smallest I've ever made, I think. They're about 1.5 by 2.25. So they fit right in my palm. And they have enough stuff in there as if it was a full-size journal. They're super cute. They're adorable. I couldn't stop making them. I've already given one away to a friend. But so yeah, I just Mod Podged a piece of paper, did some stitching. This one has a butterfly. Just did them up a little. I just thought they were super cute and so much fun to make. That one says Wander. This one's got a bit of a sort of leathery feel to it. That's some paper that I had, and then I just Mod Podged it. Made a little paper envelope there. That one says Truth. The doily. And that's that one. That one's got some vintage sewing tracing paper on there. And that's that one. And they're all basically the same inside. I just used, like I said, random bits of paper that I had and cut them right down. Like pieces that you can't really do too much with. But yeah, I just put all the papers in there. You can journal if you could find itty bitty photos. Cute just for maybe doodling or whatnot. So yeah, they're just filled up with, some of them have little pockets and there's some book page. But yeah, I thought even maybe what I could do is, put a hole in there and like make a little, hang them somewhere, maybe even off of a journal. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So that's one of the little projects that I worked on. So I'll just put those aside. So some time ago, if I would show you, but I can't really find it now. Some time ago, I purchased from my art store some Japanese papers, and I really wanted to use some of them. So I just got to making some tags. So I did some sewing. So this is a piece of the paper that came in that package that I bought with the Japanese paper. And then this is a really beautiful piece right here. It's sort of shimmery and silver. And so I just backed it on a few layers of different fabrics, did some sewing, added some vintage buttons, and I made myself just a few tags so that I have them ready for putting in my journal. This one is just some purple music paper, and then this was some of the purple paper in that pad there. So another vintage button, then a little bit of layering. This paper is really beautiful. It's so thin and delicate, and oh, I just love it. So I put a vintage doily on there. There's that one. This one's yellow. Really pretty papers. Did some layering there. Vintage button. It's a piece of a doily there. Just did some sewing. This is beautiful. It's almost like it's painted on there, and it's got little flecks of silver in there. Just so beautiful. Another vintage button. So I'm using my buttons. I'm trying to use up some stuff. Wow, eh? Psychedelic. I don't even know if people say that anymore. So yeah, there's some more layering there, and a little button. And I just found this trim recently at a thrift store, so it's really cute. Actually, it's right here. So love that. Another purple one. Just added a little envelope. It's glued down. Some vintage lace there. And then I made a few pockets with some of the paper. So that's a piece of the Japanese paper, and then I did a bunch of layering with some fabrics. And then I made this little pocket, so I could just glue that into a journal pretty easily. And then there's some beautiful like crepe paper. I just did some sewing around it and put a little pull tab on it with some leftover fabric. Now here's another pocket with that beautiful paper. Just a little embellishment there. So, you know, nothing fancy, nothing new, just trying to get some things prepared for journals, because I find that I spend a lot of time just, you know, trying to make things. Well, I just want to be able to have it all ready. So there's just another piece of that beautiful silver paper on that blue paper. Little pocket there. This is another pocket. Just did some sewing. Just love that paper. Look how pretty that is. Cherry blossoms, or I don't know what you call those, on some brown paper. Just made another pocket. Just backed it on some fabric. So I guess my point is you know, you get out the stuff that you have, and what I did is I just turned on the TV and I just sat here in front of my sewing machine and just sewed a bunch of pockets, just put things sort of haphazardly, put them together, you know, whatever happens kind of thing. And they come out so beautiful. Like, even if you have some of these papers that have patterns and prints, you might not do a whole journal like that, but sometimes a little pop of color, it really goes a long way. There's just another one with some orange. And then this paper is just absolutely beautiful. Feels so soft, but just so pretty. And I backed it on some pink. Just made a big pocket out of it. This one's yellow. And then this one is just gorgeous. The moon. Just love it. It's all shimmery and glittery, and I just backed it on some black, made a pocket. And so that's the other thing that I did. So not a lot, just a few things. So put those aside. And I've been watching a lot, sort of binge watching Tracie Fox. She's Tracie Fox Love. I think it's Love Junk Journals, and I'll certainly put that in under the video. If you haven't seen Tracie or visited her channel yet, you must go there. She's a wonderful crafter, and I'm learning so much from her, and she's just fantastic. You'll love her accent, and everything she makes is beautiful. So she had put recently out a video, and if I'll put the video at the bottom also, and she was making an envelope, and then once you open up the envelope, she sewed like a little booklet into it, and I'll show you what I mean. I did the cheating method, and I took out my envelope punch board, and I made some envelopes. So let me show you, like this. And I just picked a whole bunch of papers that I liked, and I even Mod Podged mine just for a little stability. So if you don't glue it shut, but if you open up your envelope, inside is a booklet of, you know, of whatever you want. Writing papers, I have line papers, whatever scraps you have. And she made it look so easy. She just totally took it to the machine and sewed her little book of papers to the edge of the envelope and just, you know, zip right across there, and everything stayed in there so perfectly. So I tried that. It didn't work out as well for me because I used, I think, thicker paper, and the Mod Podge and all that didn't really help. So it was cracking my paper. So I just literally took my awl, or my paper piercer, and I poked 3 holes, and I just did a little bit of hand sewing. I just basically sewed a little signature into my envelope, and it worked out just as well, and you can see it there. So that's what they look like, and they make a great addition to your journals. So this one is, I kind of embellished it up a little. So I just put a doily there so that the flap would stay closed. Love this paper. And so when you open it, there's my little book inside. And I just, again, hand stitched it into the envelope. So it's just sewn down to that one flap right there. And then you can close it up. And she does a wonderful tutorial. So go and check her out and have a look at those. So I made, here's another one that I decorated. I just flip that up. And inside is the writing paper. And I'm totally in love with this. I wish I came up with it. Not that smart. But, so there's a few finished ones. And let me show you. I totally went crazy. Here's a whole bunch that I'm getting ready to decorate. There's map paper. Like I said, her idea, there's some Tim Holtz paper. And then these are a whole bunch more that I've got prepared, ready to go. And then I also made some envelopes going this way. I glued these ones shut. These are just going to be for journals. So that's just something else I was working on. Give those a try. And go check out Tracie's video because it's a good one. And you're going to be glad that you did. Now I'm just going to show you a few things that I have found at the thrift store. So I didn't find these at the thrift store. I got these last summer, I'd like to say, at a garage sale. And I don't think I ever showed you guys. So what these are samples of carpets. You know, beautiful area rugs. These are apparently the samples that they use to sell them in the store, I guess. And this one is about 8.5 by 5.5. And I got a bunch of pretty patterns and I'm hoarding them. I don't want to use them. I don't know why I'm having a hard time parting with them, but I'm going to. So I've never shown you guys, so I'm gonna show you. Aren't these patterns just beautiful? So it says they're from Aljabeer, I think that's how you pronounce it. And they're like samples of silk carpets, I guess. So I'm excited to use them. Scared to use them, but excited. So I know I should, and I will. Like, isn't that beautiful? Red and black with the gold. Oh my goodness. This one. This one with the turquoise. Oh my goodness, look. They're gorgeous. And this one here. So yeah. I came across these. I was like, oh, I don't think I've shown you guys those. So they're beautiful. So like I said, I'm going to have to break out of my sort of hoarding shell and do something with these. Like, I don't know, wrap them around, you know, the journal and just use them on the fronts, or I'm not too sure, but I will think of something. So there's those. And then just the other day, or last week, a couple weeks ago, I found these and oh my gosh, I'm in love. So apparently someone brought these to the thrift store and said that they were actual samples from Turkey, I believe. And so they're pillow covers. And I can show you, I paid $2.49 for each one of these. See if I can zoom you guys out back a little. Oh, I think that's it. Just these patterns are stunning. Like, look at the colors on this. So that's that one. I bought a bunch. I spent a bit of money on them, but you know what? I couldn't help it. Because again, like, wouldn't that just make the most awesome journal cover? I don't even know how I would part with these. Anyway, but that one, just look. Oh my gosh, the gold and the blue is, yeah, so someone, I guess, just brought them to the thrift store, and I happened to go at the right time because I put my grubby mitts on them, and that's it. They were mine, and so they were telling me that the person who left them, like I said, had brought them back from Turkey or something like that. So that's pretty lucky. Like, look at the green. Oh, goodness. Just gorgeous. It's like a turquoise. This camera's probably not doing justice, but look at that. So pretty. I know, right? I'm so happy to have these. This one is super thick. Look at the blue, so shimmery and gorgeous. And this one has pinks and purples. Bit of gold in the middle. And then they had this big one. This is a bigger one, and this was $3.99. So pretty. Look. Yeah. So that's those. I lucked out, I know. I was so happy to find these. I'm so grateful to have them. And then really quick, because I know I'm just like taking up all your time, I was at the thrift store today. I went on my lunch and I found this neat doily. I don't think I've ever seen one like this colored. You guys tell me if you have, but I don't know. It's super funky looking, but you know what? You know me, I'll cut it up. And I'll get little doilies out of it. But wouldn't that be like, just that little piece is so cute with the yellow and pink and blue. And it's just adorable. So I'm going to cut it up and use all these bits. But I just want to show you that because it's kind of different. Like I said, I don't think I've seen many colored ones like this anyways. You guys let me know if you have. And then I got this really beautiful piece of fabric. It's all lacy like. And it's like got a gradient effect. It's a little bit darker bluey purple here and then lighter here. And this was $2.99. Oh, you want it? This was $1.99. This. And so I thought this would be really nice for cutting up. But it looks like it's got little butterflies on it. They're flowers probably, but they look like butterflies to me. So I thought that was really cute. And then I got a couple of linens. These were pretty, two of them for $1.99. So I can cut into those. Just like a little, like the things that you wash, dry the dishes, hand towels or whatever. So there's that one. And then this one has some really pretty embroidering on it. So really pretty. And then this was $2.99, just another, I love this color, and so I can easily, again, cut these down and have these little circular doilies, nice small, but the color is what I like, that it's got a little bit of a deeper sort of vintagey look to it. So I'll be cutting into that. And then finally, these look super old to me, just the style, but something attracted me to it. I don't know what it was. I was having a bit of a moment there. And, but I don't know, there's something cute about it. And I thought, you know, folding them in half to make like the cover might be really cute. So It's got really nice gold flecks in there, and we can make it work, right guys? So yeah, I think that's all I have to show you. So those are all my finds, and like I said, head over to check out Tracie Fox and her video on how to make these beautiful little envelope pouches with the paper inside. And get your scraps out and see what you guys can come up with. So I hope you're all well, and hopefully I'll be back with better video for you guys, tutorial or something. And that's it. So take care. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and we will talk to you all real soon. Bye guys.